Hello and welcome to my Tarot Corner. So today I'm going to answer one of the questions that I received by email, and I keep saying to you, please, if you want me to ask something, send me an email. And I was referred to a blind item that came out in Crazy Days and Nights, and apparently there is a website that collects all of those blind items and according to months, and you can really search the blind items per month and for all sorts of keywords and find the items that you want. And I was referred to a blind item that talks about the fact the reason why Meghan Markle left Deal or No Deal. Now, this is something that came out in I saw another post about it, I think it was on Instagram, that Meghan got too close to the host of the show, Howie Mandel, and this blind item claims that Howie Mandel's wife was very angry, and she demanded that Meghan will be put out of the show. So she did not actually leave it on her own accord, but she was sacked. This is what this blind item is insinuating, and the reason is because probably she got too close to Howie Mandel. Now, Howie Mandel at first said that he didn't remember her at all, but then he came out a few days ago and defended her feeling of being objectified, and he said that he himself felt objectified in that show. Sounds a little bit, let's say, looking for the word, hypocritical to me, because he made quite a lot of money and a career out of being the host of the Deal or No Deal. So coming out and saying that this is not something that he enjoyed is really, doesn't sound like something credible. So let's start with clearing this deck. This is the Dancing in the Dark tarot, and this is a tarot reading. It is vibrational, it is open to interpretation, it exists as assumptions and speculation, and as such may or may not be true. So please do your own research and decide for yourselves. Now, as one who has a sick pet, I am sending my love and wishes of health to both Finn and Greasy, that's Sue Smith and the Royal Rifts dogs that are sick, and I hope that they will get better. Rosie looks better, but apparently the vet wants us to take her to an eye specialist because he's not sure that there is no foreign body in her eye. So, but her eye looks a lot better. Okay, so let's start by clearing the deck. Okay, so let's start asking, did Meghan Markle have a special relationship with Howie Mandel? Did she get too close to Howie Mandel, and that was the reason why his wife wanted her out of the show? Did Meghan Markle have a too close relationship with Howie Mandel, and that was the reason she ended her appearance in Deal and No Deal? So what I'm going to do the Kachina knife and look at their relationship, and I will probably take one more card for the wife. Let's see. Okay, so first Howie Mandel, how did he feel about Meghan? And we're getting here the Prince of Sword, which is the Page of Swords. So this is a very slick-tongued person, someone who is very good in communication. This is the classical host for this kind of game shows, someone who can persuade people to do things with his slick tongue, someone who also is a liar. So this is a person that would very much be the one who is turning towards one of the hostesses of that show, or even have a kind of flirtation with more than one. This is a person who is the performer, who is someone who speaks a lot, who has very good communication skills, and he can persuade people like the Eskimos to buy snow. Okay, so, and also he's conniving, he's a liar, so he's not very truthful. And this is also a person that can very much be someone who cheats on his wife. Okay, so Meghan in that period of her life, and we are getting the Eight of Cups. So Meghan wasn't going through a very good period in her life at that time. This is a card that shows that she was in a way feeling that she needs to let go, she needs to leave the show, and we can see that with their relationship, it looks like more Howie Mandel was after Meghan, and she was turning her back to him. So, and I would even say that this is the wife here, watching, looking from above, looking at what she can, what is going on. And for Meghan at that time, she felt that she was very much depressed. She was struggling as an actress. She was looking for a way to make a living. She was looking for a way to get famous, and she was almost giving up. And this is a card of someone who probably left that show because she did not feel comfortable, but not because of what she's saying, not because of the bimbo thing. It's because she did not feel comfortable with the way that Howie Mandel was treating her. He says that he himself felt objectified, but I believe that he was the one who objectified the girls there. And Meghan Markle probably was just one of many. As we can see here, there are 8 cups here. So she was probably not the only one. But this is a card of someone who leaves everything behind and goes away. And this is a card that shows tension between two women. So that could be tension between Meghan and the wife. This is also a card of someone who is kind of desperate and finds herself in a destructive relationship. So I believe that this card shows us that for Meghan, this was a destructive relationship between her and Howie Mandel, and the wife didn't help here. So what was in the past of their relationship when she just started working there? And apparently she only worked there for 9 days because they used to record quite a few programs a day. So altogether, I think that she was only on 36 episodes, and it sums up in 9 days. So what was in the beginning when she just started working there? And this was for her a wish come true. So she was really happy to get that part. The 9 of Cups is a card of someone who feels abundant, someone who feels that he succeed. This is to someone who finds himself in a very good place. So she was happy to get that gig. This was something that was for her some kind of a wish come true, and she was really happy about it. And their relationship while she was working there, and we get here the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is the aloof knight. And as you can see here, he's going towards the card that represents Howie, and he's leaving the card that represents Meghan. So Meghan was not enthusiastic about this relationship, and she was trying to signal that to Howie. So she was not happy about it. She did not want to be in a relationship with him. She did not want to be in such a position. She didn't want to get involved with a married man. And she tried to show aloofness to him, that she's not interested, that she's not, doesn't like it, she doesn't want it. But he was probably pursuing her, and this is why she had to send this message, this very clear message of I don't want anything, I am not enthusiastic about it, this is not something that excites me, this is not something that I want. Okay, so this was their relationship while she was working there. And the next card is their relationship after she stopped working there. And what I'm getting here is the Prince of Cups. So that is the third court card. And court cards are people that are losing opportunities. And the Page of Cups is the artist. This is a person that is very much artistic, someone who is creative, but also someone who needs mental health. This is a person that finds it hard to express how he feels, someone who has communication problems, which is exactly the opposite of the Page of Wands, of Swords, I'm sorry. And as you can see here, this page is like a message from Meghan to Howie Mandel. So she left, when she left the Deal No Deal, it actually makes me kind of pity her, but she left that or was let go of that show when she was kind of unstable emotionally. All of that experience caused her to feel unstable. She felt that she couldn't express her artistic whatever, creativity, whatever. And she felt that she is having communication problems, that maybe she was signaling something to Howie Mandel more than she really wanted. But so this is what this card is showing us. And Howie Mandel is just left without Meghan, but there are others. So, okay, so he received these messages, but for him, he just moved on. So let's see what was the future for Howie Mandel, because there is no reason to give him here any kind of advice. So what was the future for him? And we see Six of Wands. He felt victorious, he kept his job, he kept his marriage. So everything for him turned up to the best way. For him, it was, he didn't really, as he said, he doesn't remember her because she was one of many. So for him it wasn't a big deal, and he kept on feeling that he is successful, that he is victorious. So for him, everything was fine and dandy, as Neil Sean likes to say. And for Meghan, what was Meghan coming out with? And we are seeing the Six of Pentacles. It actually came in reverse, but the Six of Pentacles is a card that it doesn't really matter if it's in reverse or in the upright, because we are looking at the positive and negative aspects of this card, because this card is a no card. And The Six of Pentacles here is a card always of second chances, like all sixes. It's a card that speaks about getting what you deserve, and this is exactly what happened. She felt that she got what she deserved. What she gave, this is what she got. So if she was sacked from that from that show, that is because she deserved that. This is also about feeling that she's not worth anything, I'm not enough, not feeling that she is getting what she deserves, and not giving much to the world. So why do you think that you should deserve anything? So she was disappointed, she felt undeserving, and she was craving a second chance. This is what this card is showing us. So she did not leave Deal or No Deal in a good way, and for her it wasn't a good experience, and this is why now she's trying to portray it as if it's all about being a bimbo, but probably that's not the reason. So I'm going to take the underlying energy and the middle card to see what the wife felt at that time, and one is the King of Swords, and the other, the second one, is, wow, the King of Wands. Two kings, and two kings that are quite the opposite from one another. So she was furious. This is the Fire card. She was furious, she was angry. This is the king that initiates things but also gets angry very, very easily. But she also felt that she needs to pacify things, that she needs to get some kind of equilibrium between her and her husband. They have children together. So she wasn't furious enough in order to finish the marriage, but she was furious enough to get Meghan Markle sacked. And this was for her cutting out Meghan and achieving some kind of equilibrium in her marriage, some kind of a peace treaty between her and her husband. So both of these cards are representing her feelings, because she was in mixed feelings, as many wives that are betrayed feel. So they want to just get out of it there and leave, but they know that there is a lot of things that are relying on their marriage, their children, and the need to stop things and just pacify everything and have some kind of equilibrium. So this is the reading about Howie Mandel, Meghan, and the wife. Okay, so I'm going to use the LANTREN oracle, and I just have to tell you that sometimes I buy secondhand decks and I don't get a box, I only get them in a sack or a pouch. So the LANTREN oracle, and this is the energy that Howie Mandel, let's ask about Howie Mandel. So what is true? What is the true thing that Howie Mandel was feeling about Meghan Markle at the time? So let's clear the deck. Okay, so Howie Mandel and the way he felt towards Meghan Markle while she was working in Deal or No Deal. How did you really feel about her? Okay, so the card that I'm getting is distorted perception. Reality is rarely what we are raised to believe it is. So he had this distorted perception of Meghan. He did not really understand who she is. He did not, he didn't realize that she's a narcissist. He saw the outer shell of her. He didn't see reality as it is. And he was living in this bubble of a man that was sought after, a man that had some kind of power, and he just had this distorted perception that every one of the girls there wants to have a relationship with him. So this is how he saw her, and this is how he saw each and every one of the girls that worked in that show. For him, they were all kind of the same. So whoever accepted his advances, she was the one that just was in his primary the primary receiver of his advances. And it doesn't even matter, it doesn't even mean that he actually had a relationship with those women, with those girls, but he was being flirtatious towards them. And for him, each and every one of them was the same. And this is the distorted perception here. Okay, so this is it for this reading. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment, share the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.